Hey dudes, what's up? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, well, welcome back. We're back in the kitchen again today. And I actually realized that I can set my camera further back so that I don't have to sit on this thing. And the reason that I'm happy about not sitting on this thing today is because my legs are killing me, dude. Like, you know how, so Sunday, I moved a lot of stuff around, right? And you know how, like, you don't feel it the next day, but you feel it, like, 2 days after? That's how my legs are feeling today. So, we're eating the rest of the salad, but I was like, man, there's not a lot of stuff there. So I cooked up some chicken and put the chicken in with it. So we've got a chicken. Ooh, that's good. That's good spice to it too. A chicken seafood Caesar salad on the agenda today. So also, I was like, you know, I'm gonna make sure I have my hoodie open today so that you guys know that I'm wearing a shirt under the hoodie. If I wear the same hoodie all the time and I don't have it open every once in a while, you at home are gonna be like, man, is that dude even wearing a shirt? He's in his own house. Why has he got the hoodie, zipped up all the time? So, you know, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I was wearing a shirt. So there's a bunch of new subscribers and a bunch of new people. And I just want to say thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that you appreciate the vibes. And this goes back to something I've said in previous videos about how I feel like people are drawn to people who are genuine, right? Like, remember back in the day, back in my day, when the internet used to be newer, people made videos because they wanted to talk about something or because it was fun, it was a hobby, right? And I feel like everything's kind of become too businessy. And like, people don't really just, I mean, some people do. Like, most people, they go, oh, I'm a YouTuber as a job or something, or they want it to be a job. And like, you kind of lose the forest for the trees, right? Like, if you look back, like, I've got a bunch of videos that barely broke like 30 views, you know? But yeah, I don't care. Like, if I were sitting there like the whole time going, oh my God, dude, what do I got to do to get these views, man? I gotta pump up those numbers so I can get that fat stack. You know, I would do a whole lot different content. But I have been enjoying this. And I'm happy that you're enjoying this. You know, the thing, right? If I was trying to chase numbers, this would be, guys, today we're going to eat 17 boxes of mac and cheese. You know, you would do something like that, right? A Nick Avocado copy or something. But I'm not doing that. Oh, tomorrow though, speaking of mac and cheese, I think like a couple videos ago, I mentioned this thing that I made like a while back where it's mac and cheese tomato soup. I'm going to make that tomorrow because I realized I've got this. I ordered this a long time ago, like the Cheetos Flamin' Hot mac and cheese, and I ordered a whole bunch of tomato soup because I was going to make this a while back, and then I never did. And I'm trying to clean my house out with carbs, like all my carbs are gone. That's what I want. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna show you guys. So it'll be 2 videos tomorrow. I know. Don't get too excited because they probably won't be that great. But we'll have the cheesy tomato mac and cheese video. And then we'll have my normal, just me sitting down, eating it and BSing video. Ugh. So, that's the plan for tomorrow. The interesting thing with these is that, like, I don't plan too far ahead on, like, any of these. And I don't really want to. Because these conversations that we have, I know they're kind of one-sided, but, like, technically you can comment in the comment section about this conversation, so it's not necessarily one-sided. It's like a 1.5-sided conversation. Like I want it to be more organic, right? Like I want to be sitting here just eating some salad. Just talk about something that happened during my day. Because that's how conversations happen with people, right? You're out, you're BW3s, Buffalo Wild Wings. Why do they call it BW3s? There's not a third W in that. Buffalo Wild Wings. Like oh wait, hold on. I wonder if at some point it was like Buffalo Wild Wings Warehouse. And that's where you get the BW3s from. But then later they just called it Buffalo Wild Wings. And then you call it B-dubs. Maybe that's what it is. I'll have to look that up. We'll see. But see, that's what I'm talking about. You have a stray thought, and then you go into like a normal conversation. You know, weaving in and out of what you're trying to do. And I think that as this is something that I think is a problem with like a lot of people nowadays. It's like people don't know how to have conversations anymore. Because we are so isolated. Like, even, you know, this goes back to like my video the other day of like the main character thing. Where like, depending on where you work, right? You might have some work friends. Hold on a second, let me get something to drink. You might have some work friends who, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I know this dude. And you might talk to him like a little bit here and there. You know, you ask him like the normal questions of just like, oh, let me tell you about my family, whatever. You know, you don't really delve too much deeper into it. But like those are just your canned, you know, dialogue tree conversations. I'm talking like people just don't have just genuine deep conversations anymore. And it's because like we just don't hang out with people anymore. You know, we're all isolated to our house, our apartment, whatever it is. And especially for younger people, like if you don't develop that as like a young adult, like growing up, bro, that's why people are so cooked. You know what I mean? It's like they're very stunted socially. But yeah, it sucks. I don't really know where I was going with that, but oh yeah, that's right. About how I don't really think out Like, I don't have a topic. I don't have, like, I don't sit down and write out a script for these. You know, because, like, I don't want it to be scripted. Like, that defeats the whole purpose of me using you as somebody to talk to while I'm eating. But, you know, again, for those of you who are new, I do appreciate you. And I appreciate the comments. Like, it's awesome. It's always interesting to me. So, in a previous life, I used to be a gaming YouTuber. I had some small amount of fame. I was a 35K subscriber Andy in a niche mobile game. And I remember, like, the interesting thing for me was, like, when I started my channel, I mostly started it just to show a friend of mine my gacha rolls on the game that I was playing. Never expected anybody else other than just my friends to ever watch my channel. Because, well, I was nobody, right? But over time, you know, as I uploaded these, I'd get a random person that just be like, yo, congrats on getting whatever it is that, you know, I was rolling for. Or, you know, oh, better luck next time type of deal, right? And then I realized that other people were watching these videos. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I'll make videos for, you know, for other people. Because it was fun. And, yeah. It was fun. And I'm feeling a similar, I don't know, feeling with this channel. Where, starting out, I'm just making whatever I want. And if people watch it, cool. And if not, well, it is what it is, right? I took the time to record it. I'm going to upload it so that it's forever preserved on the internet. And so, the one thing, though, that I plan this time is that I'm just going to try to keep that vibe, right? Because, like, I have a good day job. YouTube, even as a 35K subscriber Andy with, like, getting like 50K plus views a video, I never really made that much. Not enough to be like, oh, I'm going to retire and quit my job and be a full-time YouTuber. I never want to do that anyways. But, like, even if this channel grows, this was my plan. This is it. So if you're here and you're down with this, well, stick around. I mean, there's going to be other stuff, right? Like cooking. You know, if I see something I want to talk about and react to, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. If you go back far enough, you'll see that I've done a lot of different stuff just on this channel alone. Because I'm just using this kind of a dump account for whatever I want to do and whatever I want to talk about. What's up, Odin? Hey, come here. So, yeah, and then, hey, who knows? Yesterday we were talking about making burgers in Japan. So maybe, if everything works out and we just do this for, like, you know, years until I get that sorted out, this will become the vlog of the dude who went to Japan to make burgers for Japanese people. You know? And then those of you who are early adopters will be like, yo, W VTuber, that's my YouTuber. I was there before he was a Japanese burger master. You know? Then I'll be like, hell yeah, brother, shout out to the real OGs. So, you know, I do think next time I order solid, I'm gonna get the smaller one. You know, I do only eat like once a day, but then I'm gonna need to like start restricting some of my portion control, because if I'm gonna move to Japan, brother, I gotta get rid of some of this baggage, or else, you know, I'm gonna have to pay extra for that checked bag. So I have been walking. Not as much as I'd like. I was going to walk today, but it was raining outside. And then it got dark. And then I made up excuses. Like I am now. But I have been feeling a lot better. And so I think I'm going to start just small lifting on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think I mentioned this. But I've just got to start. And I think that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to start lifting Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And kind of restrict some of my portions a little bit. Now, I say that, and then tomorrow, I'm going to eat a whole pan of tomato mac and cheese. You know, you win some, you lose some. But, yeah, that's definitely what we'll do tomorrow. Oh, man, for those of you who work in a field where you are somebody with a certain amount of knowledge, right? How annoying is it when you get brought into a call that you do not have? So like, I've got surface level knowledge of certain tools that my company utilizes. Now, I know how it works. I know how we configure it. But if you come and ask me, hey, what's the SOAP protocol response when the CCMA goes out to, you know, whatever side and pulls this back from the ACD? And I'll be like, brother, I have no clue. I just need you to give me the username and password for your platform so that we can authenticate. And so I'm working with this customer some of them are in South Africa, some of them are in New Zealand, and I think one dude was in India. And the project manager is like, hey, can you get on this 7 a.m. meeting? And I'm like, bruh, I specifically told her too. I'm like, look, if they're doing anything other than setting up this account and then giving me the credentials, I'm like, I can't answer any of their questions. I'm like, just tell them that, you know, and if they're going to get a SME on there, like, you need to get somebody from our engineering team on. And she was like, I'm on it. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, all right, cool. Wake up at 7. Well, wake up at 6:55. Roll out of bed. Get my headset on. I'm the only person from my side on. And of course, right out the gate, they're like, hey, so we need to know the use case for this thing, and we need to know, you know, all of this for this thing. What kind of permissions do we need to set up for this, this, and this? And I'm just like, I'm like, look, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. It's 7 in the morning, and I don't know any of these answers. I'm like, I'm the only one on from my team. I'm like, I quite literally told them that I would not be able to answer these in-depth questions. I'm like, so, I don't know, man. We can work through it. And so, like, I pull up the engineering documents. And I'm like, just like, on this call, trying to, like, live understand the use case for, like, this stuff. And, like, I still didn't get it. You know, I didn't get everything. Because, like, this dude wanted to know, like, quite literally, like, how things were engineered and programmed. You know, he's talking about, like, taking looks at, like, you know, SDK snippets. And I'm just like, brother, what? I'm like, yes, that's above my pay grade, man. But I did feel good because there were a couple of things when it came to, like, permissions and stuff like that I found, and then I understood, and then I was like, oh, yeah, okay, this. And then, like, later when I asked engineering, they were like, oh, yeah, this. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I understood that, and I was able to convey that to the customer. So that was like, you know, that felt good. But, long story short, I got wrecked at 7 in the morning, and it just set the pace for the day. And I'm just like, man, like, I hate 7 in the morning meetings in the first place. Like, I understand sometimes you gotta work with other teams around the world. But man, 7 in the morning is rough. So, yeah, but we get through it. Just like this salad. Hey, Owen, you want to clean this bowl? Oh, I know you do. All right. Well, anyways, that's it for me today. I'm going to walk over here. Hopefully, the camera recorded nicely and didn't do some goofy time-lapse thing like it did with one of my other videos. It did not. So, anyways, dudes, I hope you had a good time. As always, if you like this, like this. If you don't like this, well, let me know. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, homies. Peace out.